Strength is part of the mountain heritage. Strength of spirit, strength of character. And for many West Virginians, their physical power has earned national, and in many cases, international fame. Like Olympic gold medalists Randy Barnes, Ed Etzel, and Mary Lou Retton. West Virginia athletes who have achieved Hall of Fame status are Earl Greasy Neal, Frank Gatsky, Sam Huff, and George Marshall in football, Jesse Burkett in baseball, and in basketball, Claire B. and Jerry West. West, now Executive Vice President of the Los Angeles Lakers, reflects on the values he learned growing up in West Virginia.
Well, there's certainly West Virginia values. And again, that might offend some people, but I do think there's a little bit different value system back there. I don't really want to forget where I came from. That's real important to me. And I try to tell my kids, this is how I grew up, and this probably has provided the foundation for the person I am today.
Other West Virginians who have not forgotten their home state represent some of the most successful entrepreneurs in the country. These are business people who have gone beyond the accumulation of wealth to something even more significant, that of sharing it with the people and the state who have helped make it happen. Michael Benedum, known as the Great Wildcatter, created an oil empire that began in West Virginia and eventually circled the globe. Through the Claude Worthington Benedum Foundation, he left much of his personal fortune to his beloved home state, beginning a legacy of generosity that is carried on today. Lyle Clay sold his communications empire to establish the Charleston-based Clay Foundation, an organization that supports civic, state, and charitable projects. Lawson Hamilton, successful coal industrialist, civic leader, and benefactor to hundreds of charitable organizations, and James Buck Harless, who built a multinational lumber empire from a small West Virginia town called Gilbert.
I've always felt that if the community in which you live has been good to you financially, you are indebted. You should return at least a portion of that to the community. See, we had a mill in Ecuador and Guatemala and Brazil. We've operated in 11 states, different businesses. And I've never found any place that had any better or as good a workers as we have in West Virginia. I guess I'm just too prejudiced, but West Virginia to me is the most outstanding state in the Union, primarily because of its people.
In 1905, when Anna Jarvis commemorated the memory of her mother at a small West Virginia church, Mother's Day was born. But reaching out to neighbors and helping others has been a way of life in West Virginia, where a long history of humanitarianism has led us to the present day. In an Amish village, Albert Schweitzer Award winners and West Virginia natives, Holmes and Caroline Morton, have selflessly devoted their lives to finding and treating a rare genetically transmitted disease found in Amish children, while fellow West Virginian and Nobel Peace Prize nominee Wayne Smith has helped bring together people of different cultures through the international nonprofit organization, the Friendship Force.
So I say to you, have faith, young people. You can do anything. And don't let excuses hold you back. We have excuses because we were born poor.
And Leon Sullivan, born into poverty in an alley in Charleston, founded Opportunities Industrialization Centers, the world's largest self-help training program, which has so far trained more than 2 million Americans and thousands more throughout the world. Sullivan is also author of the Sullivan Principles, the blueprints for ending apartheid in South Africa, which he says are based upon the values he learned growing up in West Virginia.
When people throw things in your way, don't throw anything back at them. It's not going to help. Folks against you, not going to help. Just, should I say that? Just trust in God. Shake the dust off your feet
I don't believe in just talking. I'm a pretty good preacher, a good preacher. But if all I did was to preach and make speeches, then my ministry is worthless to me. It's the following up the word into pragmatic terms. What you do actually, pragmatically, to help people and to make society better. And so I'm on fire inside with making my words come true, whether it be in OIC in Philadelphia or in Charleston or in Huntington or in Los Angeles or in Warsaw, Poland or in Johannesburg, South Africa. I believe it's not enough just to talk about freedom and justice now. I got to do something to make it a reality. There's something in me that says if you say something should be done, try to do something about it. And if you start something, be sure you try to finish it. And that's what I've been doing, trying to finish it. I wanted to help West Virginia. I wanted to help the people who came from around that island, people I went to school with, and the state that has helped me. I couldn't have done what perhaps I've done had I not been privileged to have a beginning and a start in West Virginia. Where they say West Virginians always free and mountaineers always free. West Virginia made me free. So I'm a free man, because I guess I learned it as West Virginia. West Virginians, mountaineers, always free. That's Leon Sullivan, and that's West Virginia.
More than a geographical or political entity, West Virginia is a spiritual home that stays forever in the hearts and minds of its people, who, from the beginnings of their lives, have heard the song that sings itself from the woodlands and the valleys, the meadows and the mountains, especially the mountains. For these are West Virginians, people who have been enriched by their state, who have taken what they needed from its soil and its soul, and who have given something back through their work, or their art, or their love.
Friday night at 9, Governor Gaston Caperton shares his thoughts on his administration and his plans for the future on an Under Fire special edition here on West Virginia Public Television.
The West Virginians is available for sale at Tamarack, the Best of West Virginia in Beckley, the Cultural Center shop in Charleston, or by calling 1-800-932-8719 or 558-4802.